So I have spent every penny I own. If you watched last episode, you will have seen I bought the biggest game haul I've ever bought, and I've spent every penny that I owned and more. I'm actually in debt for this. So, going through everything, we need to figure out, has this investment been worth it, or have I just absolutely shot myself in the foot? So I'm going to take you in this video on a little journey of how I process everything, go through it all, and we're going to see if this is going to pay off or if I'm a complete and utter idiot. So let's get to it, and I'll see you on the next bit. So my next stage of all this is I am going to go through all of this, decide what I want to keep for myself, and then I'm going to make a list of everything that is for sale. And I'm going to check eBay sold prices, not listings, but sold prices, get a rough valuation of what things are worth. I'm probably going to go for maybe not the highest end. So say if something's worth, some sell for 40, some sell for 50. I'll probably go for like 46, 47. I'm not going to go the lowest price. I'm not going to go the highest. I want to be in the mid ground, but mid towards top end. Depending on condition, obviously. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to be doing now. This may take a while. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to work all this out into time. How much time this is taking me, and is it worth doing as a full-time job? You know, what would your hourly rate be then as such? So let's have a look.
Six and a half hours later.
God, that took a while. Well, I've compiled a list now of everything. So we've got the consoles here. I've got PS1, then Game Boy Advance, and then the biggest list is PS2 games. This just goes on and on and on and on. So, well, the last page has got the PSPs, just these three. I have written next to them an average selling price or sold price on eBay. So you've got the Mega Drive, 40 quid. Master System, I'm going to put these three games with it. We've got 50 for that. PS2, 50. Game Boy Advance, 50. Game Boy Advance SP, 60. So on and so forth. So you've got like Soul Blade PS1. Quite surprised that sells for around 10 quid. So, yeah. Siphon Filter 2, around 10 quid. Some of them are crap, don't get me wrong. You know, you've got £3, £5 and all that. But this is what you all want to hear, the grand total. So, as a value on eBay, if they all sell for what other stuff is sold for, we have got a grand total of £1,260, which is quite a lot. Well, for me anyway. So we've got $1,260, but obviously eBay take a fee. So eBay take it depends on the items. They decide it's a bit mixture, mix and match. They just take whatever the bloody hell they want. But I've found it's usually between 12.5% to 15%. So I'm going to be really conservative on here. I'm going to minus 20% off my total. So we've got $1,260 minus 20%. That leaves us with a total of £1,008. So if we round that down to 1,000, we're making roughly £1,000 on this bundle. I have got to take out my original investment of $340, so we are down to £660 profit. So if all this sells for what other things have sold on eBay, I have made a profit of £660. Now we've got to work that into hourly rate. Well, the pickup was about an hour, so that's not so bad. Price. Oh, me pricing it all, 2 hours. I wonder what I wrote there then. So 2 hours to price it all. So we're 3 hours down. Now we've got to list it all and we've got to clean it all. Some of it isn't too bad. It doesn't need cleaning. Like this is pretty good. Good shape. This could do with a bit of cleaning. But yeah, cleaning it all and listing it all is going to be the most time consuming thing. I've estimated about 12 hours. So that would bring our total up to 12, 14, 15 hours total. So roughly 2 days work. So £660 for 2 days work isn't bad, purely profit. But, you know, you're roughly around 40 quid an hour there. But it may take more than 12 hours. So that's one thing I've got to check out. And I'll catch you up once we've listed all this on eBay. And we know exactly how long this will take. So we can break it down to an hourly rate. And see if all of this was worth it. Because currently I'm broke. So I need to get this on eBay as fast as possible. To keep the lights on. So I'll see you in the next part. So the results are in. Was it worth me spending all of my money on a gaming bundle? Every penny I owned. Let's not forget that I actually put £90 of my own money into this as well. So the game fund was gone, plus 90 of my own money. Was it worth it? Well, let's have a look, because yesterday I listed everything on eBay with a total asking price of £1,200. I have sold some stuff already, so within 24 hours I've sold 11 items. Some of them just sold, some of them people made offers. I said to myself I wasn't going to go below 15% of what I had listed things for. So for instance, Game Boy Advance I listed for 40, I accepted an offer of 35. Same with the SP, I listed for 50, I accepted 45. Mega Drive 50, accepted 45. Master System I listed 40, accepted 35. All the games sold, not all the games, the games that sold for the full asking price. Silent Hill 2 sold for 50 quid. Various others, Def Jam Vendetta sold, Tomb Raider 2 sold. I've lost count. Need for Speed Underground 2. 11 items sold already with a return of £255. Obviously I've got to take my fees out of that. So with the fees out of it, I'm looking at around £215, something like that. So is it going to be worth it? Well, put it this way. I've sold 11 items and I've got £240 odd return. Well, £255 return. I listed, eBay stopped me listing at 180 because I'd reached my limit. So I had to list 24, I believe, on Vinted. So I've got 200 items and 11 have sold like that. So all I need to sell now is about 90 quid's worth, well say 100, and I have got my money back. So was it worth doing? Yeah, it definitely was. I've still got items on there that are listed for £40 each, £30 each, so there's still some big sellers or higher end items left to sell. Not all the big stuff went. So yeah, 100% worth it. If I sold 800 quid's worth, I'm still £450 in profit. So what I've done anyway, I've sold £255 worth. I put my £80 back into my bank balance. So it has left the game fund with £170. But I do have to take out fees and I do have to take out shipping. So as it stands at the moment, I've got £174, but I've got to take my shipping out of it. So I will leave up here total once I've shipped it all. The 11 I've sold are packed now. I've just packed them. They're ready to go. They're all labelled up. So I will ship those in the morning and I will let you know what the total of the game fund is to carry on with the series. But would I recommend doing it? It's a bit dicey. I think you need to know what you're looking for. I'm no expert, but I knew Silent Hill was a seller. The consoles were pretty good, and there was a few other bits. But do not forget as well, out of this bundle, I think I'm realistically, I'm not going to sell it. Well, I am going to sell it all, but it may take years. But I would say in the next month, I'll probably sell £800 worth. So I'll have a profit of £450-ish. And I got a dose of games for myself. I haven't even listed the whole load of stuff because some of them have broken cases, damaged boxes, I can't think of the word, you know, the artwork missing, and someone just put a bit of paper in and wrote what it is. So I'm either going to hang on to them until I find empty cases or replacements, or I'm just going to chuck them as a job lot. Mix and match, broken cases, etc. Go to the highest bidder. Not quite sure. So I've probably got 20 games like that as well. I've kept probably 20 games. I've kept the GunCon controller. You know, there's a fair bit out of there. So I've had 3 games and I've still got around £450 profit, I think, within the next month. So yeah, it's 100% worth it. I will have my game fund money back plus that profit as well. So like I said, 340 quid, and I've got 1200 quid's worth listed. So yeah, it was really worth doing. How fast the return will work out, I do not know. The time it took me was a lot less than I thought it would be. I estimated 12 hours. It only took me 3. Well, I done it in fits and starts. So I did an hour, then I stopped, then I did another. So with the buy-in of the thing, the bundle, and then obviously you've got packing and all that involved, it took me about an hour to pack 11 items. Well, I've got 200 to pack. So if you'll say an hour for 10, that's 20 hours there. We have then got the hour for buying it, that's 21 hours. And then we have also got the 4 hours, say, for listing. So we're about 25 hours. But having said that, the games are going to be easier to pack. I packed 8 games, you know, like that. I probably packed 8 games within 15 minutes. The other 45 minutes was boxing 3 or 4 consoles. So yeah, I think there's a bit of leeway there, but probably about 20 hours overall. So if I do sell it all for £1,200, you know, that is a big chunk of money. We've got about £850 profit for 20 hours work, so half a week's work. That's not bad, is it? But like I said, it's all about timing. How long is this going to take to sell? So it is worth it. It just depends if you're willing to sit and wait for your investment to come to fruition. But anyway, I'm going to leave you there because I'm gibbering on again as always. But I just wanted to end it there, show you where I'm at. I've got myself paid back. I've got money back in the game fund so we can go hunting. I've still got hundreds and hundreds of pounds worth on eBay. I've still got all the Switch cases. So if you look back to our first video, you will see I started all this with 30 quid. And to see where we're at right now is unbelievable. Because I haven't been doing it that long. I'm not 100% sure. I'd probably say 3 months. It's probably around that. 10 to 12 weeks. And like I said, I've got I had £1,200 on eBay listings. 200 odds gone. I've still got about £1,000's worth on eBay. Plus the Switch cases. Plus there's other games I haven't sold. Plus I've added to my collection for free. So to turn 30 quid into probably £1,500 right now in 3 months, I think is pretty amazing. Obviously, it's not cash in my hand. A lot of it is still in product, but we'll keep ticking away week by week. Hopefully things will sell, and this game, I'll keep you all updated, and week by week, this game fund is just going to totter up and totter up and totter up. I wanted to get to £500. I think I can safely say I'm there. I just don't physically have the cash in my hand. But I do think within the next month, we will be over that £500 mark. I've spotted something on Marketplace as well, which is a grail item for me. Like I said, we got 170 back in the game fund. So as soon as a little bit more sells, I am going straight down to buy that. It is £300. It is a big purchase. But to me, it's a deal. It's a steal. It's steal of the century, as they say on Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. These are going on eBay for around 500 quid. This guy originally listed it at 8 and it hasn't sold. He dropped it to 6. He's dropped it to 4. He's now dropped it to 3. I messaged him today. Still available. So if we can get some of these games sold, I am going straight down there to get it. And I can't wait to show you it if I get it. So fingers crossed. These will all sell. Well, most of them will sell. We'll get over that £300 mark. I can go and buy that grail item. Because I'm going to say I am pretty much at the £500 mark that I wanted to get. It's just in stock at the moment. But there we are. I'm going to leave it there because, like I said, this is going on and on and on and on. I will see you all on the next one. We will hopefully be back at a car boot sale because we haven't been one for a while with the bloody weather. And last week was just a big bundle buy. So that's taken up a bit of time. But let's get back to what we love, car boot sales. I've also started a VHS collection now if I didn't have enough on my plate. So see if we can pick up some VHS while we're there because they are cheap as chips. But I will see you all on the next one. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. So take care, stay safe. Ta-da.